What is your body count?
My what? What's the body count?
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm back with my mom.
Hello.
Yes, come back with a new video. And last week I asked you guys on my Instagram what are some questions you're afraid to ask your mom, and I'm gonna be asking her those questions today.
Oh my goodness, I don't know what I'm getting myself into.
Okay, so guys, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like this video, you know the vibes, and yes, let's get into it. First question, have you ever done drugs?
Nope, I haven't done drugs, thank goodness.
Okay, your first kiss.
Camel.
A story.
Are you mad?
Do you even remember?
Why wouldn't I remember?
What? I was in high school, my first year of high school, and there was something going on, I think, at the community hall. I don't know if it was a beauty contest or what, and I had gotten permission somehow, surprisingly, from my parents to go. And there was a guy who liked me and had been pursuing him, and I thought I liked him too. And because it was the thing that was going around, yeah, you like step outside and it's so like everyone just wants to do that first kiss thing.
How old are you?
I can't remember.
Bruh.
Well then. Okay. Have you ever gotten into a fight?
We did. It was like a street fight. The girls along our street against the guys in our street. I don't know why we were fighting in a group, but I think there was this family of two brothers that had just recently moved to our street, and we really thought they were ill-mannered. So I think the fight was mostly against them. And yeah, the young brother had a very, very bad attitude. And I was very young. I must have been 12 or 13, around there. A lot of things happened when I was 12, 13. I think even the first kiss maybe happened when I was 13. Yes, and I'm glad that my daughter, I trust that she didn't have a first kiss then, because I think I've taught her better. Yes, so this guy, so we were talking, having an altercation, talking back to each other. And I remember going into the house to get a stick to hit him with, but I ended up being hit with that stick.
Look at this dude. No.
Yeah, I think I was badly hit because my body was painful even the next day, I remember. Very stupid.
Well then, I've never heard that one before. Quite shocked. Have you ever cheated on anyone that you've been in a relationship with?
No, I would just say that, I mean, when you're that age 13, 12, it's not serious relationships. So you go to a different place and there's someone that likes you and you chat with them. And at that age, sometimes it's a thing. But I wouldn't call it cheating, really. No, I haven't.
Okay. Papa was your first serious?
Yes.
Yeah, my dad was her first serious boyfriend at 18. So yeah, what age were you when you got married?
I was 23, but we met when I was 18.
So well, if I got pregnant right now, what would your reaction be?
I'd be very disappointed because I know what it means. I mean, you know what it means having you as a child. It's a huge responsibility, huge. I mean, having a child is not a child's play. It's really not, and I don't wish it upon any teen, because you lose out on life. You know, you lose out on your innocence, you lose out on your youth. I mean, I know that there's a lot of things that you still want to do. You're very ambitious, very, very ambitious, and if you have a child, some of those dreams will just go down the drain. And it's not that God works all things out for good, but there's just a lot of consequences. You need to be settling down. So I'd be very disappointed, and I'll be sorry for you.
That's not happening anytime soon, by the way, because Because, well, for anyone out there, what is any relationship advice you have for them? Like to continue in the relationship and like so it goes on to marriage.
I think at your age, it's just good to, I know that you have friends. You have friends that are girls, you have friends that are guys, especially being a basketball player. You know, there's a lot of guy friends that you have. I think it's at your age, that's just appropriate, having friends. But having a romantic relationship at your age is just starting a fire for nothing, because you're not fully mature. You're not sure what you really want yet. I mean, you change so many times. So if you're going to give of yourself romantically to someone else at this age, and you're probably going to change so many times. By the time you meet the person that you deeply love, the one that you're meant to be with, you're going to be so torn because you've given yourself to so many people and you've gotten hurt so many times. So really at your age, I think just enjoy life, enjoy your talents, enjoy your hobbies, travel, love your family, your siblings, the things that you like to do. Like you love YouTubing now, you know, do that, explore things that interest you, you know, and give of your talents to the things that God has gifted you with. But a serious relationship, I don't advise you or your friends to be in a serious relationship now.
Can I drop out of school?
No, you can't. You definitely have to have a minimum of Form 5, matric, a high school diploma. For everyone to understand, I'm naming it as it is named, you know, globally. Minimum, just to get entrance somewhere, to be recognized that you're literate, so you're not dropping out.
What was the first impression you had of Papa?
I just saw him as a nice guy. He was very friendly, very polite.
When you first met him, you didn't like think, hey?
No, because no, I didn't want to be like that, because I think it can be very disappointing. Because if you just see someone and you're already letting yourself fall for them, you may be disappointed. What if they don't fall for you? So I believe in developing a friendship first.
What is the most trouble you've ever gotten into?
I was 14 years old and an older male cousin was visiting my grandmother's house, my maternal grandmother, and he was sort of like a bad boy. And he wanted me to show him some, you know, my friends. I guess he just wanted to hang out in this new place that he had come to and just maybe have fun. But then these girls that I knew from my grandmother's home base, I guess, I can't remember much of that day, but I think we walked somewhere and it must have been, I don't know if it was a bar or what, and they bought something intoxicating, which I had, and I think I had a blackout soon after that, because I can't remember, but I know that I drank something alcoholic. And I guess by the time we got home, I was out of it, totally out of it. I woke up the next day in the early hours of the morning, smelling vomit all over, which means that whatever I drank didn't go down well with me, and I was vomiting. I had a blackout, and obviously my grandmother, when I got home, my grandmother was there, my aunt was there, my brother was there, and I was in a lot of trouble. And I was just praying that they don't call my parents, because I didn't want to face my mom's wrath or my dad's.
Who are you more afraid of between your mom and your dad?
I think whenever I would get into trouble, the first person I would think of was my mom, because she would shout and express her anger, and I didn't want to face her. That my dad was more on the cooler side, but my dad is the who ultimately had to smack us if you're really bad. Yeah, but I think my mom, if I thought of trouble, I thought, oh no, I don't want my mom to find out about this. I know you're afraid of your dad.
If you had a son and he asked to pierce his ears, would you allow him?
I'm not a fan of guys piercing the ears, but I've really learned, having a teenager now, that sometimes you let them be, and until they learn, you know, what it is that they really want. Because sometimes if you just hinder them from exploring, it just creates a rift between you, so I wouldn't be in favor of it, but if he really wants it, I guess I'd eventually let them, hoping that he'd get rid of it in the future.
I didn't expect that. I expected you to be like, no, we could never let him get a piercing. No!
If I say that, or I take that stand of I could never get you, you got it eventually anyway. You got your third one.
Oh, you know what happened? In my first video, I told you guys that I had three piercings in each ear. For my birthday, I got like the second one, and then
With my permission.
I asked her, and then like
And I accompanied you.
Yeah, a few days before.
To the pharmacist.
Yeah, we went to the pharmacist and got that pierced. And then like they didn't put it in the right position. It was too close on this side, like on both sides it was too close. And then I got rid of it. I took it out, and then I want to say a few weeks after, I pierced my own ears, like the second one. And
like, I didn't know that she was finding out about piercing her own self. I didn't think she would ever think of that. I think that is so scary, putting a pen or a needle in your own ear without anything to to dull the pain. So I don't think she'd do that, but she did.
And then I think a few weeks later, I kept on seeing pictures of like people with the 3 lobe piercing, and it looked really nice. So then I decided to pierce this ear alone, and I did it when she wasn't here. I think she was traveling somewhere, and then she came in, and then I'm like, Mama, look, and she's like, take that out, and I'm like,
yes. No, I thought you were just now getting addicted to it.
No, the thing
I don't want you piercings all over.
I don't want, like, I only want 30 piercings in a nose, but like I'm not gonna do that until I move on, because ma'am over here won't let me. But then like I had only pierced this ear, and she thought I pierced both. So the next day what I did is that I said, oh, I took it out, Kanti. And then like I pierced this one like the following day, just because I liked it. After that she didn't say anything, and I'm like, what would you say if I told you I had a boyfriend? Would you give me advice or tell me not to?
I'd give you the advice that I gave here when you asked me that question about advice for relationships. I wouldn't advise you to have boyfriends now, because it just arouses and brings up a lot of things. You have a physiological body, and being so involved with someone, getting close to them, you arouse things in your body that you're not supposed to be arousing at your age. It's very disturbing for you. So I would advise you not to be in a serious relationship. I know you have friends, and I don't mind.
What age would you think is appropriate for having to start dating?
Maybe at 18. I guess I have to say that because that's when I started dating your dad. Yes,
18.
Yeah.
Well then, okay. What is one thing you didn't like about your mom?
I guess it is the shouting. I think mothers shout a lot, but now that I'm a mother, I think I understand, because you get frustrated, and when
she doesn't shout as much as my dad, who shouts a lot. So
yes, but I think the only reason why we shout is because we get frustrated and we're trying to get a point across to you, or we ask you to do something or for something, and you don't react, you don't respond. You just sit there, sometimes blank, really showing me that you want to ignore me. That's why we end up shouting. So I think I didn't like the shouting, but I realize now that it's necessary, because I also have to do it. You better be nice to me, otherwise your kids one day are going to be worse to you.
Bruh.
I don't want children.
We're just saying that now.
I don't want kids. That's
A lot of them is about boyfriends, my word. So most of your friends want to date or are dating. The thing is, when you're at school, when you go out with your friends, you meet a lot of people. So then if you genuinely catch feelings for someone, what do you want to do? You must hold up. And say hold up. Practice the discipline of letting it pass. Don't act impulsively. Especially when you just meet someone like at a tournament or at a match, and then you can think that, oh, I like this person, but just slow down. Don't do anything too fast. Don't be impulsive. Don't just act on, because you're not an animal, you know. So see what's like, okay, I'm having these feelings, these flutters, let me sober up, be in a different environment, let time pass and see what this is about. Sometimes it may remain and sometimes it doesn't. And when you see someone like that, don't obsess, you know, over them. Try and be sober and rational as much as possible. Okay.
Well, those are majority of the questions. Thank you guys for watching. If you want more videos with my mom, just comment it down below. I think my comments have been fixed from my last video. People were able to comment, so I'm glad about that. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.
Thanks for having me, Tiamo.